Okay, so today we will do homework 2. This one is going to explain what the homework is about. So this assignment, we're going to be creating a application that consists of 3 activities. And for each activity, 1, 2, and 3, each one has a string value. So if we look more into it, right, we're going to store the information using the app info object, right? And we're going to start with a back and forth studio code that he'll be giving us. I'll explain in the next part. So for this one, we have 3 activities where the top will be a big title. This will state the activity name, so activity 2, right? And what we want is to display 3 strings that correlate to the activity. So, man, like string 1 is butt buddies with string activity 1, so on and so forth, and that makes sense. Like string 1, activity 1, string 2, activity 2, string 3, activity 3. So from there, right now, if you look at it, string activity 2, we're typing in the value pair. It allows us to alter the string value right now, and then you can type and edit the value of the string and press enter, or you can press go, and then it would go to activity 3. It would change, or activity 3, it would change the value of um, whatever we need it to, and also change the value of this button to enter, allow us to edit the word for activity 3, and so on, like this. So now we can edit activity 3 if we're on activity 3. If we're on activity 2, you can edit activity 2. Then the other 2 are in a position where we can go to them instead, right? Um, so we want to make sure that we have an on resume um, execution. So when activity executes on resume, you should just be able to just display the right string values in respect to the activity, right? So over here, we change the value of pair. Let's say we go to activity 3. Activity 3 should also say pair, not the initial value it started off with. So let's say we start up the thing, right? The the application with string 1 is A, string 2 is B, and then string 3 is C, right? If we change it so that way we go to a different activity, or let's say we're on activity 1, right? So we're on activity 1 right now, and we change this to a B, to a Z, right? When you switch to activity 2, right, you should be able to say, you want it to say this, right? What you don't want is it to display the original values, right? You want it to be able to store, the values of the edits made to app info, right? So if that makes sense. All right, so I'm pretty sure this is pretty straightforward. I'm talking too much for what it really is, I think. Going on to it, you have 3 buttons, 3 strings, 3 values correlating to the activity. So the first thing we'll switch to now is about how to set up the project